These forces of progressive, technocratic, and authoritarianism, they are there, they exist, and they're going nowhere. The constant march of government mandates, the endless efforts by our rulers to enforce their scientifically unchallengeable notions, they come from those mountaintops and trickle down through our weak leaders. Listen to their words. They mean them. They're saying them loudly and proudly. The globalists are saying things, and we should turn it up and really just listen. Are you paying attention yet? Okay, now let's bring in a journalist from Rebel News UK, Callum Smiles. He joins us from that place right there, folks, Davos, Switzerland, the WEF, World Economic Forum. Callum, wow, I saw some video of you today confronting a CNBC, I guess, authority, a high-level person at CNBC. Tell us what went down.
Well, I should really give all the credit to Avi, but he couldn't have done it without me. So one of the things we do is we'll literally just go up and down the promenade, which the first thing I thought, because this is the first time I've been to Davos, the first thing you think is this is a movie set. You have these temporary sustainable structures everywhere. You have temporary skins on buildings. So you just walk up and down the promenade and it's like a political celebrity hotbed. And you just hope to find people. So we've got a bit of a good system going. Sometimes Avi will have the mic, and I've got better eyes than him, so I'll look for the name tags. And it's different tiers of people. So a white name tag with a blue underline that's your big fish. So I'll look for the big fish name tags, and I'll quickly Google them. And one of them was Patrick Allen of CNBC. And funny enough, this building is actually right next to what looks like a East German checkpoint during the Cold War. I told Avi who it was, and then I thought I'd go in the building actually because there's some good chats going on there. I saw Oliver Stone today, and I actually want to go see the John Kerry one tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have something to report on that then, because I'm going to try collar him and get a comment. But Avi started talking to him. He went, they had a bit of a frack outside, as you've seen. And then as he came in all angry, I just happened to be stood in the perfect spot with the microphone running. As you've seen here, he says he wants to punch him out.
Yeah, and that was the CNBC executive there who kept pushing Avi's microphone, pushing it away.
Yeah.
Well, you're on the sidewalk. You're allowed to be filming. I'm not sure what they're CNBC. You'd think someone from CNBC would know that you can film. You have free will to film on the sidewalk. Don't be in public. Don't be on that sidewalk if you don't want your face on camera.
Well, I mean, that's where you're wrong, because in a free world you can, but it doesn't appear that we are in a free world. Especially in the highest town in Europe.
Yeah. Can we pull a little bit of soundbite of the other CNBC executive? I'm not sure who it is. She said, you can film here, but you can't film there because that's private.
Oh, yes. That was the head of security.
Yeah, let's take a listen to that.
Can I ask you what CNBC is doing here?
No.
I can't ask you?
No, you can't. I'm rather you didn't put a camera in my face, thank you.
Really? But you're here as an invited guest and you're an editor for CNBC. Don't you think that's a bit of a conflict of interest?
I'd like you to go away. I haven't agreed to an interview. If you're doorstepping me, like, go away. Seriously, take my camera.
Don't touch the mic.
Get away from me, then.
You're meant to speak. You're meant to be speaking truth to power. Are you here just to take your marching orders? Is that what you're here for?
Do you want to go away?
Not really. I'm here to do what you should be doing.
Yeah? Please take this out of my mouth. I'm going to have you escorted off for security.
All right. Do that. What's the problem?
You're my conflict. You've been very...
So unbelievable. You're allowed to be there. That's the whole point. Cover the proceedings. And for them, for a news organization to say, get the camera or the mic out of my face on a public thoroughfare, that's insane.
Exactly that. I really couldn't say it any better than myself. It really is insane. We live in a clown world. And as I mentioned earlier, the promenade in Davos is like a movie set, and it must be movie rules where, it's Hollywood, and anything the elites say goes, and it's a do as I say, not as I do country.
All right, we're going to leave it right there, Callum Smiles. But again, we've been featuring Rebel News all week on this program, and we did this also back when they were covering the truckers' strike up in Canada. Appreciate you guys.
Well, if people are interested, they can head over to wefreports.com, and that's where literally everything that's Davos related will be going there. And if anyone can help out where they can, as I'm currently bunking up with my producer, and I'm told I snore.
You know the beauty of this is, you know what the beauty of this is, honestly, folks, just take this for a second and take this in for a second. Here's a running gun news organization who is protecting free speech by showing you what's going on in Davos, whereas the big old school, the propaganda media is saying, get the cameras out of my face, get the microphone out of my face on a public thoroughfare. That is what's going on in the world right now. And thank you, Rebel News.
If I can just say one more thing.
Yeah, quickly.
We are the new kids on the block. We are taking over the mainstream media. So there's a woman called Masaka who Jack Posobiec has been sharing her stuff. She came over to us when we were setting up our cameras yesterday and said she saw what we did in Davos last year, and she wanted to come and do the same. And we've spoken to other people.
Yeah, no, you're definitely leading the charge. You're leading the charge. Again, Callum Smiles, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate your time. Keep it up. We'll bring you guys back.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. Your retirement funds are being threatened with even more losses from record inflation, recession, and skyrocketing interest rates. Fortunately, the highly trained specialists at American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. If you call them right now, as a special offer, they will give you a free gold coin on your first qualifying order, so don't wait. Call 866-935-4309. That's 866-935-4309, or text Newsmax to 65532. That's Newsmax to 65532.